very, very well. Because if something is not affecting you, why do you talk about it in the first place? Okay? Fred, this is a man who is facing headwinds. This is a man who is facing headwinds, not because he cannot avoid them, but because of his own character. He's a man who listens to himself. He's not a team player. He's a one-man show, like my brother Kirwa said. And that's a very, very dangerous place to be in. You see, when you, I don't believe up to now that there's somebody called a leader. And that is what he's suffering from. What Professor Marty Linsky calls the big L syndrome. Okay? You think you are Bwana Mukubwa, so it is all written on your forehead. You can't listen to anybody, you are always right, and so on and so forth. But when you are somebody who exercises leadership, you are a human being who is exercising leadership, you always realize, you sit down and you at least appreciate the fact that everybody around you has something to contribute towards achieving your goal, okay? So he's a man who is suffering from that syndrome, and he's a man who needs help, not today, but yesterday. Now, having said that, the headwinds that the president is facing include legal battles, and he cannot run away from that because people are within their constitutional right to seek redress in courts if they feel that some of the policies are hurting people. So he can't say that people are working against me and so on and so forth. The people you are providing leadership are saying that there's something wrong. So when you fail to listen to them, the only avenue they have is what? The courts and the streets. Then, as my colleagues have said, when you see even the second command, you know, facing a lot of heat within his own area of command, the former Central Province, he's facing a lot of heat, and he's retracting. It means there's something that this government has not got right. When you see members of parliament and senators and what have you now saying, you know, this document was forced into us and we didn't read it, there's something wrong. Okay? Now, it is necessary, and I talk from a perspective of strategic management, because that's where I belong. A plan is good, but a plan is good so long as you have the necessary resources to implement the plan. Okay? Money, manpower, time, or minutes, machinery, and so on and so forth. You need to have them. So you can't develop when you're developing a plan, you must match the plan to the resources. Ask yourself, this is what I intend to do. Do the minutes allow me to deliver what I am promising within a certain time? If not, you must readjust. Because in a day, you only have 24 hours. You cannot make it 25. It doesn't matter how efficient you are. It doesn't matter whether you are who. You can't go beyond 24 hours. So if it is something that requires 25 hours to implement, you must give it 2 days. You can't give it 1 day. So I see a president who is struggling so hard to achieve what needs to be achieved in 2 days, in 1 day. It is not possible. It is practically not possible. The other thing that I've seen, and which probably he needs to correct, people like my president, God rest his soul in eternal peace, Emilio Mwai Kibaki, emeritus, he surrounded himself with a beautiful team. People who had knowledge, people who were properly educated, people who had practical experience, people who had proved themselves. And he assigned people responsibilities in accordance to their capabilities. He never assigned people responsibilities just because you are a friend. When he put Kirwa in agriculture, he knew this man can deliver. When he put Pogisho in ICT, he knew Pogisho can deliver. Okay? When he put his friends, he put them where he knew the friends can deliver. He didn't just put you there so that you can be a stooge. Now, the other thing that probably my president and friend can learn from the previous administration, and particularly the Grand Coalition, is having subcommittees of cabinet. Okay? Because those are the people who have time to interrogate a program or a policy that is being forwarded to cabinet. They have time. They are specialists. They sit down with technocrats. They ask questions, hard questions. So they have all that time to look at it and come at a position. Okay? Now, once this subcommittee of cabinet has taken in collaboration with the technical team, that document now is presented. It is as good as ready. It is taken to cabinet, and that's why Kibaki's cabinet never took long, because people who have interrogated, you're coming there, you make a presentation, maybe there'll be 1 or 2 adjustments, and you're ready to go. I have a feeling that we have a cabinet where only one man speaks. It is not useful, because you cannot be a specialist in everything. You can't be.
Okay.
And that is why you call other people to help you in doing what you intend to do.
Okay.
So finally, I see, if my president is not careful, I see him collapsing very soon. Touch wood, he's just a human being. He's not a superhuman being. He is not a god or a god.
Okay.
He's just human.
Okay.
So let him work within the confines of humanity.
Okay.
That is human.
And
He's not a machine.
I'm just being reminded that we are due for a break.